Donald Trump, the first president of the United States with his very own mugshot. Now, here's where the racism comes in, Rob Hunter. I have seen on social media, I've seen on the internet, that the black community will embrace Donald Trump now that he has a mugshot. Right out of the gates, that's racist in and of itself.
Who's saying this?
I saw several videos, several talking heads.
Even the mugshot is a win for President Trump. We'll be talking.
A lot of cable news, a lot of the alphabets.
And it was a lot of the conservatives. Like, there was one guy on Newsmax who basically said the most racist thing ever. The way I equated it, Mike, to what he said was, black people have a lot of mugshots, therefore they must like Donald Trump.
That's like, why it's
what?
Racist out of the gates.
Yes.
Yes. It's just, this is just silly to think that a black community, so right there, that what Rob just mentioned, that we're assuming because black people get arrested, they're going to dig Donald Trump now. And that second thing is that the entire black community thinks monolithically, that they think all the same way, and they don't have their own opinion. Their actions and opinions are that the media tells them.
And that's a brilliant point, because you notice what's missing from all the debates about what the black community thinks? The black community.
Truth.
No one ever actually goes and asks the black community, what does the black community think? We just all somehow assume this is what it is, and we, as a country, just kind of buy into it. Like, yeah, it's totally fine. It must be what it is. And here's the other part, Mike. So let's say you saw a few videos on social media. Maybe you saw 12 people going, Donald Trump mugshot, way to go. It warps your sense of what's real and what's not, because visually you see this, what seems like a lot of people. So therefore it's easy to go, oh, it must be a thing. It's not a thing. Not by any numbers, not by any stretch, not by any polls. It's not a thing. And again, if you look like us, just don't be talking for the black community. Pretty simple rule.
Yeah, and stop insulting the entire community, like saying voter ID laws disenfranchise black voters. That's That's one of the most racist things in the politosphere. It is. That's assuming that black people are too poor, too lazy, or not smart enough to go get their own identification. And to say that disproportionately impacts the black community is at the surface, the core, and all around racist.
There's a lot of that. There's so many different issues in which that becomes a thing. There's a great phrase, the soft bigotry of low expectations. And if you think about what that phrase means, exactly what Mike was just talking about, how, oh no, we only expect you to get to this level. We can't expect you to get your own ID. That's that soft bigotry, because it doesn't sound racist, but it is. It's a softer racism, in other words.
Well, it sounds like you're looking out for. Like, I'm looking out for the black community. I'm speaking out against voter ID laws. No, you're insulting the black community. How many black men and women do you know? Several. Do they have identification? All of them. Mm-hmm. Yes, every single one of them. That's my point.
Right. But that's the country that we live in, and we still have a media that constantly tries to talk down to people, particularly people of color, because the media really wants your attention, so they're changing the way that they speak in hopes that you will like them.
Yeah, just speak for yourself. How about that?